Hello, this is Mohamed Tala. I will present our paper entitled Big Data Towards a Collaborative Security System at the Service of Data Quality. In this presentation, we will see how we can use a data security system to improve data quality in the big data context. This work was carried out under the supervision of Dr. Anas Abul Kalam in the National School of Applied Sciences of the Qadi Ayyad University in Marrakesh. In this presentation, we will start by recalling what big data is and its main challenges. We will then briefly present two frameworks. The first allows to assess the accuracy of data, and the second allows to control access in distributed and collaborative environments. Then we will see how to deploy these two frameworks in an architecture allowing to use security systems to improve data quality. And finally, we will conclude this presentation. Let's start with the definition and challenges of big data. Big data is a consequence of the explosion in the amount of data generated on a global scale. The need to efficiently and effectively exploit large volumes of heterogeneous data has led to the emergence of new technologies, techniques, and models. The major challenges of big data can be summed up in term 5b to designate five properties, which are volumes, referencing the huge amounts of data generated every second; velocity, which corresponds to the speed at which data is produced and processed; variety, which refers to the heterogeneity of data and the diversity of their sources; veracity, which refers to the consistency and reliability of the data; and finally the value, which refers to the profits that can be made from these large volumes of data. Now we will present our two frameworks. Let's start with assessing the accuracy of data. Before that, here are three concepts that we have retained. The first concept is the accuracy of data. It reflects the degree to which the data in an information system represents the real world. It can be measured by calculating the degree of similarity between data to assess and reference data. The second concept is the reference data. To measure the data accuracy, we generally refer to the real world it models. For example, other data that the system considers as correct, human knowledge where applicable, etc. Obtaining this reference data is a very complex process, if it's not impossible in some cases. Arbitrary consideration can be applied, such as the opinion of a domain expert, trust in the information providers and their reputations, etc. The third concept is the accuracy criteria, which brings together a set of measurable criteria which makes it possible to assess the reliability of a data source. Some of these criteria correspond to the providers of the information, such as trust and reputation, and others correspond to the data itself, for example, consistency, completeness, freshness, etc. The process we propose consists in 5 steps. The first one is the construction of the master data set. This step consists in collecting data from an organization's information sources. These data are then stored in the raw state to constitute what we call the master data set. The second step is the construction of the golden data set. Each set of data in the master data set is assigned, in the form of metadata, a level of reliability calculated according to its original source and the accuracy criteria predetermined by the organization. This process is re-executed whenever new data are collected or whenever the accuracy criteria are changed. The third step is the mapping of data. Each time we want to assess the accuracy of data set, which therefore constitutes a new entry in the process, we look for its matches in the golden data set. For structured data, this can be done using schema matching algorithms, but for semi-structured and unstructured data, this step can be very complex and will require special treatments. Regardless the nature of data, if the input data does not match with data in the golden data set, the assessment process will end in failure. In the fourth step, we identify the reference data. Through a record linkage process, reference data are dynamically constructed each time an assessment process is launched. This step consists in first eliminating all data sets from the golden data set that do not meet the minimum level of accuracy criteria required by the organization. and then resolving conflicts when multiple datasets exist. The most reliable are selected, and also reducing the volume of data if necessary by applying big data sampling algorithms. And finally, identifying the exact records with which the records to be evaluated can be compared. And the last step is to calculate data accuracy by measuring the similarity between the data to be assessed and the reference data. Different methods exist to measure the similarity between data, such as the Levenstein distance for strings, the difference between values for numbers, taking into consideration a threshold from which we can consider two numbers to be similar, etc. Now we will present our dynamic access control framework for distributed and collaborative platforms. Our approach to securely construct the master dataset as part of collaborative activity is to use the Pauli-Orbach framework. The principle is that the data providers, for example organizations 1 and 2, publish via their publisher agents in step 1 their web services in a public registry, for example the UDDI for SWAP web services. A data collector has a consumer agent that periodically searches the UDDI registry for web services that may be of interest in step 2 inquiry. Each time a web service is identified, the consumer agent contacts its publisher to negotiate and create an access agreement, step 3. This step can be automated using WS agreement specification and protocol. Each time a new agreement is created and signed, the provider agent updates its organization's security policy based on hexadecimal architecture, for example in step 4 to update the policy. The data collector can then authenticate with the data providers in step 5 to call the web services and thus securely feed the master dataset. We will now see how it's possible to use a data security system to improve the quality of data. The principle is to use the security system not only to control access but also to distribute data between all the actors in the collaborative environment. To simplify the illustration of our approach, let's say that we have two organizations, 1 and 2, that make up our collaborative environment. Each organization should have 4 elements. The first element is the publisher agent. Each organization develops collaboration web services through which other organization in the collaborative platform can perform actions on its data, to get data for example. These web services are published by the publisher agent on a public registry, for example UDDI for SWAP web services. The second element is the consumer agent. Each organization has consumer agents who supervise the public registry to identify the web services that can be used to carry out collaborative activity. Each time a web service is identified, the consumer agent enters into a negotiation phase to set up an access agreement with the publisher agent who published it in the UDDI. The third element is the hexadecimal component. Once an agreement is created, the publisher agent updates its organization's security policy via the Policy Administration Point, the PAP, to take into consideration the security rules negotiated in the access agreement. Each time a user wants to call a web service, for example here in step 5, he submits an encrypted ticket to the Policy Enforcement Point, the PEP, containing information about his identity as well as the access agreement he wants to apply. The Policy Enforcement Point decrypts the ticket, verifies the identity of the user and the validity of the access agreement, and forwards the request to the Policy Decision Point, the PDP, which calculates an access decision and transmits it to the Policy Enforcement Point. The fourth element is the mapper agent. When two organizations engage in collaborative activity, it's recommended to remove duplicates between them. This will reduce the amount of data each organization manages and improve the quality of the data passing through the whole collaborative platform. This mechanism is achieved thanks to the mapper agents. Their role is to identify the shared data, thanks in particular to schema matching and the record linkage algorithms, and determine the actors who will be responsible for managing each set of data in common. Let's take an example of case study. Information from train stations in Paris, in France, and its suburbs is managed by five different organizations: RATP, IDFM, SNCF, IDFR, and FG for French government. Each of these organizations has a big data platform on which they publish for free some open data. This table contains an extract of the open data schemas. As you can see, the IDFM data is exactly the same as the RATP data, and the French government data is exactly the same as the IDFR data. Also, the data from RATP, SNCF, and IDFR are different, do not have the same structure, and have certain columns in common, with possibly different levels. For this case, it's clear that these five organizations can build a collaborative platform to better manage transport information in Paris and its suburbs. IDFM and French government can rely respectively on the data from RATP and IDFR. This will prevent duplicates and improve data quality by avoiding many synchronization and consistency management processes between these platforms. This can be achieved through data access agreements established between these platforms and a set of data notification and distribution mechanisms. Regarding the RATP, SNCF, and IDFR, which share certain information such as the name of the stations and the geographic coordinates, and specialize in others such as the INSI code and the equipment by audio and visual announcements, they must go through a mapping process to identify who should manage which information. At the end of this mapping process, the organizations that will keep control on certain data become suppliers of this data and will set up web services and distribution mechanisms to give access to the other organizations. The assessment and improvement of data quality may require read and write access to an organization dataset. But, on the other hand, the security system can be an obstacle to such a process. We demonstrate throughout this paper that using an access control framework as a data distribution platform in a collaborative environment seems to solve this problem. However, using web services to control access and distribute data presents a limit to our solution that we need to work on further.